Alright, in this video I'd like to talk about switching chords. This is something that people struggle with at first, and sometimes it feels like what can I do? It's not getting any better, or I'm not getting any faster at switching chords. Maybe you find that you can strum it good, you know what chords to go to, but just it takes forever to get to that next chord. So I found that this exercise is very helpful. I think I saw it in a book somewhere a few years ago and just thought it was so clever and so effective. Basically what you do is you set a timer on 1 minute. And so what you're going to do is in that 1 minute, you're going to cycle through a set of chords and count how many times you got through all of them. The chords are in this order: A, D, G, C, and E. And then it just cycles through those chords. The reason for that order is because they're kind of in a very it's a very strong kind of cadence that's common in music of 5 to 1. But with that aside, it's not a big deal. It's just practicing switching the chords, and it's also good because you have to switch all your fingers, for almost every one, pretty much all of them. So. So set the timer on 1 minute, cycle through A, D, G, C, and E, and then back. And you'll find, that you may be at 3 cycles through the chords in a minute, or 4. Wherever you're at, I found that once you're around 12, that's when you're looking pretty good and you're not going to be hesitating so much. You'll start to also find out, hey, for some reason going to C is really slowing me down. And as you continue to cycle through them, it forces you to move forward and also address that at the same time. So basically give each chord one strum and then switch to the next one, trying to make it as precise as you can and do it at a comfortable speed. And then as you get more comfortable with it, you'll just naturally do it faster. Do the exercise 3 times in one sitting. That way you've done it for 3 minutes. And for 3 minutes of practice, you're really getting a lot out of that. And then try doing it every day that you sit down to practice, or pick up the guitar for a minute and do it once, and then you'll just see week after week that your number of times is going up. And also for fun, you could even do add a fraction way of looking at it too. Let's say you get through them all, but then you only get through A and D at the end. Then you can say you did, 3.2, and there's 5 chords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can get up to 0.1, 2, 3, or 4, of extra chords in there. If also you're feeling pretty good with those, try adding an F after the C chord. So it'd be A, D, G, C, F, E, and then A. And so that way you're now addressing your F chord. And then you can do other things like swapping your A major with an A minor, your D major with a D minor, or your E major with your E minor. Even put it back to back, but as you're adding more chords, you're gonna get less cycles. So at least just focusing on these 5 chords at first will really help you to see some progress and get some wins. If you are adding the minors, you could go major to minor, A major to A minor, D major to D minor, G, C, F, E, E minor, A, etc. And then if you're working on your 7th chords, you could go A major, A minor, A7, D major, D minor, D7, G major, G7, C, C7, F, E, E minor, E7, A. The thing about F is that's when you start getting into bar chords, and if you want, you can also work on your minors and your dominant 7s and your minor 7s there. Same with your G minor and all that. Anyways, kind of getting off topic a bit. But basically cycling through the A, D, G, C, and E for 1 minute, and that's a great start, and then you can go from there. All right, have a good one.